Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I am glad that you're here. Welcome to Pisces reading for the first half of August, and I really only say that for documentation purposes because time is an illusion. It's not linear, it's fluid. That means for each individual person watching, that means this could have already happened, this could be happening right now, this could happen in the future. This might not happen at all. And it just won't resonate with every Pisces. But this is for the sign of Pisces, and you can have this anywhere in your chart for this to resonate. And of course, cross watchers are always welcome. Oh, also, if I'm talking in the perspective of Pisces, and you know for a fact this is you, cross watcher, you can always just flip the energy because the energy is flippable. Because, the souls and the signs, they all rotate from, mirrored situation to another. So, not all the signs are going to line up exact, but they will all be present. So, I hope that makes sense. Anyhow, before I get started with the reading, let me just remind y'all that this is a general public reading, that some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Also keep in mind that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. And then we would just get blessings or karma accordingly. And the universe handles all that. And we just get to deal with it accordingly. So, how are y'all doing? I am doing good. I, got up and had my appointment today, as I do most Wednesdays. So I just got back from my appointment, and so I'm at least going to do Pisces reading. I am kind of waiting around to hear from someone about getting some pictures taken of me. So that might happen sometime today. But, regardless of when that's happening, the Cancer video is also getting done today, for sure. So I'm just trying to, make good use of my time. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I hope y'all are well, though. But if y'all aren't, I really encourage y'all to see things from a higher perspective. Because the lesson is what's important to get whenever times are rough and hard. So, Holy Spirit, what does Pisces? No way. I'm putting them back. What does Pisces and their cross watchers need to know? But for the record, I saw the Fool on the top, and it was in the upright. So, Pisces, you want to take a leap of faith into a brand new beginning. Do you have Aries or Aquarius in your chart? Are you ready to do something that you were hesitant on doing before? Let's see, Pisces. What does Pisces and their cross watchers need to know? Four Swords. It's time to rest or take a vacation. Hey, you're working too hard. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So, you need to take a pause, Pisces. You need to take a rest, a vacation, to meditate. Because obviously, you can't meditate where you are or you'll be doing it. At the bottom of the deck is the moon. You could have Cancer in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, or it could be both. To take it how it resonates. During this period of rest, you will receive important psychic insights of the events going on behind the scenes. But someone needs to release fears that are holding them back. The top of the deck is the Three of Wands in the reverse. Well, the Three of Wands in the reverse is the lack of abundance. Things aren't looking very good for someone with Cancer in their chart. They're lacking patience. They didn't make long-term plans. And now they're kind of fucked. And afraid. Holy Spirit, what does Pisces and their cross-watchers need to know? For the first half of August. Justice in the reverse. Well, it looks like you need to meditate on some shit that's been going on that hasn't been fair. Definitely someone you're dealing with here. Justice in the reverse. So, someone is not making fair and just decisions. They're not doing what they know is right. And then there's someone else that's not standing up for their beliefs. Whether that's you, Pisces, or someone else. But, you know, some shit's been happening and it ain't been fair. And you're really focusing on it, but you really just need to rest. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Fire. There's a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, though. It's time to think things through carefully. So, allow more time before making a decision. So, somebody needs to think carefully. And I really think that it's like a mirrored energy. The karmic energy is not thinking carefully. They really need to. They really need to sit and think about how unfair they've been. They do. And at the top of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So we got the Knight of Fire and the Knight of Cups. So, falling in love or wedding proposals. There is a need to balance emotions, though. There could be an invitation to some kind of a social event. But this is an emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative person and experience, as well as passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Like, this is someone on high gear that is coming to offer love. This is major action. This is fast, passionate, fiery, restless action. The only thing about this is that it's relatively unstable energy, because the Knight of Fire, you know, they only have so much energy. It takes, you know, kind of a lot to build them up sometimes, to take some action sometimes. And whenever that energy kind of fizzles, then they just kind of don't have that same energy, or they could get distracted, you know. So be aware of that, but there's nothing wrong with this per se. It's just that the recipient of this love or this upgrade to like a higher level of commitment here, like if they're not in the right place at the right time, they could potentially miss this opportunity because this energy will fizzle out fairly fast. But that's just neither here nor there. But we got another energy that is thinking about how unfair that is. And I feel like this karmic energy is just really so upset that it's really just unnecessary. That if they just took the time to calm down, to rest, to actually think about this, and think about all the ways that they've been unfair, that it really shouldn't be a fucking surprise. But the karmic energy is afraid to do this because they don't want to face themselves. They'd rather sit in self-denial, 7 of Swords and 2 of Swords. Stay blindfolded to it, refusing to see it. Well, the karmic is having a very intense physical, emotional, and mental experience, and it's causing deep physical, mental, and emotional stress on the body, mind, and emotions. But they're not worried about their physical health. All they're worried about is being unfair. Doing whatever it takes to win. Whatever shady, underhanded bullshit. Using all the negative aspects of the 8th house of Scorpio, which is sex, death, secrets, spies, the hidden, the unseen, the occult, black magic, other people's money, wills, inheritances, and taxes. Karmic's definitely been overly focused on other people's money, overly focused on sex, for sure. Overly focused on black magic and secrets and lies and everything that's hidden and unseen. Four of Swords. It's about the 4th house of Cancer. Unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. Well, karmic, you're flipping out. Rest and relaxation and meditation and time alone is what you need for unconditional love for yourself, so you can be safe, secure, stable, and start building on healing this house. This would be very positive for you. This 4 is in the upright. But you're too worried about being your basest, lowest of yourself. And being as unfair as possible. I urge and encourage you to practice self-care. Especially if you have Cancer in your chart. I don't care if you consider yourself karmic or if you consider yourself to be a divine person. But if you know that you have Cancer in your chart, please hear me. This is for anyone with Cancer in their chart. People with Cancer often forget or neglect themselves, like their medical needs, their personal needs, their emotional needs, their physical needs. Because a lot of times, anybody with Cancer in their chart, they're focused on someone else, whether it's in a personal or professional capacity. But whenever you're responsible for caring for another human being, you must first and foremost take care of yourself. And I'm not talking about making sure you have your nails done and making sure you have your perm. But that's part of it. But I'm talking about keeping up with having a good and healthy diet, exercising, keeping up with your medical appointments and checkups. Practicing safe behaviors. Because going around and having sex with a whole bunch of people and drinking and doing drugs is not safe behavior. It's not safe behavior, and it's not self-care. This would be self-care. This is exactly what you need, and this is exactly what you're resisting. Go figure. 1717 on the counter. The link is in the description box below for the Angel Numbers Index. But yeah. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Four of Swords. Good Lord. That is too many cards. I really don't want to take more than 4. So, and definitely not more than 6. I like to keep them to a minimum, but Holy Spirit, 4 of Swords. But I at least want 2 cards. Oh. I have exactly 6 cards. Very funny. Very funny. All right, so clarifying the 4 of Swords is the 2 of Cups reverse. So this is really what you're focusing on, Pisces or cross watchers. Someone's really focusing on a breakup or a divorce or a breakup. Then we have a whole bunch of cards, and this was the only one in the upright. So we got the 3 of Wands. Now you're now you're planning for the future. But it's not in the best way, because the next card we have is the Sun in reverse. So the karmic has Leo and Libra in their chart, both in the reverse. They're freaking miserable. They're pissed. They're angry. Their physical health is deteriorating. They're sexually promiscuous. They know they're missing an opportunity with the Four of Cups in reverse. They know they're stuck. They know they ain't got shit. They know they ain't got shit going for them. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. They're stuck. They know they're stuck. They're pissed off about it. Really, this is all they can this is really what they're focusing on. Aside from this breakup here. And in the last card, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They're stuck because they refuse to learn, try, or do anything new that would be, good or healthy or for their highest good. Because this is someone who insists on being very toxic, being very tyrannical. This is just a narcissist wanting to do everything they can to regain their control. It's like they're planning for the future, but they're doing it wrong. Because their motivations are pretty shitty. Yeah, because this karmic wants a brand new beginning in love here. But at the top of the deck is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. They're blocked. They can't even get a hold of the masculine energy because masculine energy, you don't want to hear from them. They've been blocked. The universe has blocked this karmic too. There ain't shit that they can do. They feel like this isn't fair. Please clarify justice in the reverse. Please tell me what actually isn't fair though. I don't really care about what the karmic thinks is fair. Archangel Michael, what really is the true injustice here? Please and thank you. Yeah. The true injustice is the karmic's behavior and just the way that they are. They have 2 placements of Leo in their chart perhaps. Or maybe just 1. But, whatever the case is, they're miserable. They're weak-willed. They're unforgiving. They cannot take responsibility for their own actions. Everything is everyone else's fault. So they hold grudges. They're a very nasty human being. They have a lot of karmic lessons to learn here. They can't control their angry emotions. They can't control their sexual urges. They can't control, the abuse that they perpetrate on others. At the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Sagittarius energy in the reverse. So they're losing opportunities. They're losing money. They're losing jobs. They're losing their home. They're losing everything. Their whole life as they knew it. They're losing it all. Because of Ace of Cups. Because of a brand new beginning in love here. It's not being offered to them. It's being offered elsewhere. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Well, actually, the Ace of Cups more clarifies that Knight of Cups, and this Four of Pentacles reverse that just came out more clarifies this Justice in reverse. So that's exactly where I'm putting it. Karmic really thinks it's unfair that they've been released and they've been let go, and that they're no longer getting those pentacles or that stability. They're heartbroken. 3 of Swords. And this is why. Because this is the karmic energy. This is not the divine masculine. This is the reason why you're heartbroken. Not for any other reason that y'all are stating. Y'all are heartbroken because y'all just had to have all the power and control, and you just had to abuse your authority. That is why you're heartbroken. You're the Emperor in reverse. Y'all karmics have crossed major fucking boundaries with controlling and enslaving and entrapping and all of that. With black magic and with negative energy work, with manipulation, with lies, with gossip, with slander, with bullshit, with sex magic, putting nasty shit in the divine masculine and the kids' food and drinks and shit to keep them under your control. That's disgusting. Grow the fuck up. This is why you're heartbroken. From the choices that you have made. You were so afraid. You just had to control the situations, karmics. You overdid it. Oh, and look at this. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Oh yeah, this is you. This is why you're heartbroken, because you're a liar. You are a con artist. Just because you lied to yourself first and you believed that it was all right doesn't make it all right. Because you've been found the fuck out. You've been seen as a sneaky, narcissistic, over-controlling lunatic who's a con artist, who's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So, yeah, fucking right. You're being let go of. 10 of Wands reverse. You're a huge fucking burden. And you're being seen for the burden that you are. Those in the karmic energy. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. The World with the 10 of Pentacles reverse and the 9 of Swords reverse. That's what this is. This person's in love. They're ready to offer it. It's unconditional. It's pure. But in order to be able to offer this, they had to close out this old karmic marriage here. 10 of Pentacles reverse, which is, you know, a divorce that's been waiting to happen for some time here. And then the 9 of Swords reverse, it took some time for this masculine energy to stop worrying about ending it. They were really nervous and worried about, you know, is this really the right decision? This is really going to make a huge impact on everybody. It's going to change everybody's lives in a huge way. Is this really the right thing? But really, they just had to stop overthinking it and just get it done here. And it looks like that's what happened here. But it took some time for them to come out of this anxiety and this worrying and this overthinking and losing sleep over, you know, ending these karmic marriages here. But we have the World here, so it's been successfully wrapped up, or it's, you know, in the process of doing so. Yeah, or it's in the process of being wrapped up. But the World rules all the fixed signs, which is Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. And we also have Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Leo and Libra on the board in majors. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Fire for Pisces and their cross watchers. Please and thank you. 10 of Swords reverse. Yeah. You've been betrayed enough. Over and over and over and over and over again. You let it go. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And you block that person. There's no communication. At the top of the deck, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Because this is the karmic energy. Because they're a narcissistic love bomber. They're not genuine. They're a seductress. They have no love or anything to offer. They'll just seduce you. This is an extremely immature energy. This is not a loving or a caring person. This is a fake, a fraud. Someone who only wants to get in your pants. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is emotionally immature, emotionally manipulative. And that's how they operate. That's how they take action to get what they want. It's very manipulative. And it's like they're there to take, but they have nothing to give. They're being seen for who they are. They've been blocked. And they're the ones that have caused this betrayal, and they've been released. Past, present, or future on the timing, though. Because for some of y'all, this hasn't quite played out yet. Four of Swords, please, for Pisces. Oh, the Fool in reverse. Aries, Aquarius energy in the reverse. There's no new beginnings being granted to this person. Yeah. Eight of Wands in the reverse again at the top of the deck. They're being blocked. At the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups in the reverse. That is the other person who is no longer sad. No longer sad about these betrayals. They're just, they don't feel any guilt about it or anything. They're just ready for it to be over. They have no more shame about it. They used to. That's why they had a hard time letting it go. But we got the Ten of Swords in the reverse over here. With the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So then we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse with the Fool in reverse. Then we got the Ten of Swords again. It's in the upright. And it's right next to no longer being sad, no longer having guilt, shame, regret, or remorse about ending it. Putting a final end to this whole marriage. They didn't want to feel like they were the ones that were betraying it, but it's this other person that has betrayed it. They're seeing that now. The Fool in reverse is Aries, Aquarius energy. Justice reverse for Pisces and their cross watchers. Please and thank you. I feel like this is mostly a cross watchers video, to be honest with you. Cross watcher karmic read for the most part. Justice in reverse. Yeah. All the fear, all the lies, all the secrets, all the deception, all the projections, all the bullshit. It's just been a heavy burden. And it's been unfair. The way you operate is a burden for the karmic energy. So I know they're watching all these videos. They can be labeled one way and the karmic's watching them all. Whatever. But this energy is really heavy. And you're about to feel how heavy it is. Because when you're fully released, that burden is going to boomerang back to you. And all the burden that the divine masculine was carrying for you, karmic feminine, is going to you where it belonged in the first place. And you're going to see just how hard it is to be in this energy. You don't know how heavy this energy is because you've had others carrying this karmic load for you. Oh, y'all karmics are about to be carrying your own fucking karmic loads. And I imagine that's what's having you pretty fucking afraid here with this moon card. And thinking, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. We got at the bottom of the deck, we had the Knight of Pentacles. At the top of the deck, we had the Page of Pentacles. Really taking you a real fucking long time to learn something new, try something new, do something new that is actually good and healthy for you, that is going to build on your stability in a meaningful and positive way here. This is someone who is so stubborn. To do something that they know that they should be doing. But it's taking you fucking years to do it. Whatever it is. It could be one thing. It could be a multitude of things. It could be fucking 10 things. But it's like, okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that the karmic energy is a burden because of how they operate. They start new things, and they're new small things. And it's like it doesn't go anywhere. And nothing ever gets finished. Nothing ever really gets resolved or taken action on, because nothing ever leaves the beginning stages with this karmic here. Because these karmics are just so fear-based. And they lie so much, and they keep so many secrets, and they're so adept at projection and black magic and negative energy work that this is also saying that they were using children to support themselves over a long period of time, because the karmic feminine, the karmic energy is in this Knight of Pentacles energy. And Page of Pentacles is children. It can be children too, or youthful energy. And I'm interpreting as both. It's like the karmics have been using the children for a long time. For something. To keep themselves held back in some way out of fear. So that they're more of a burden. Yeah. Top and the bottom again. 4 of Swords with the 5 of Swords. Really? This is what you're focusing on? being hateful and malicious, these karmics still haven't learned anything. Well, as much as they watch my channel and other, tarot readers' channels, you would think, that they've learned by now that focusing on such mean and malicious and such manipulative and, hateful energy, you would think that they would know better by now. Hasn't it fucked up your life enough? But no, because we got the Seven of Swords again with the Emperor in reverse again. The karmic energy has definitely misrepresented who they are. They were a wolf in sheep's clothing. They appeared to be something that they were not. And under the surface, they were the Emperor in reverse. Very controlling and very manipulative. And very sexually promiscuous at will. They didn't care. Yeah. And sexually promiscuous at will, and they didn't care. Oh my God. I cannot make it up. But Pisces, you see this karmic very clearly with this world in reverse. You see that you've just been going round and round and round and round and round this karmic hamster wheel with this karmic person, and you're enlightened. You see this person for exactly who they are now. You're no longer seeing them through the eyes of potentials. You're seeing them as a greedy person who's living a double life, who is pretending to be something else. And now you realize, Pisces, that you have spent a long time investing your time, your energy, your resources into someone who was extremely codependent, who was extremely childish, and was nowhere near self-mastered. They can't control their emotions. They can't control their sexual urges. They can't take care of their physical health. So they're not good, solid, and stable on their own. And you see it very clearly now that this was a conscious decision on their part. Yes, the karmics willingly chose to keep themselves stuck, to keep themselves disadvantaged in some way. The Tower with the Three of Pentacles. What's the Tower and the Three of Pentacles about? What's this Three of Pentacles? Yeah. A reconciliation with someone at work. It's to bring justice to a situation being done by a masculine energy, a King of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse is because, they're in a marriage that they are ready to come out of. They want justice. They want reunion, reconciliation. They want to work together. And yeah. And they're tired of going through karma and having bad luck for not making the decisions that they want to make. This is someone who held back, who held back on their emotions and held back on communication because, they had this karmic marriage here that, that they were dealing with. That was their priority here. But it kept them out of their power, whether they were a doormat or whether they were abusive and sexually promiscuous or whatever, because it could mean all of that. This is someone who isn't exercising their power or they're overdoing their power. But whatever the case is, they're tired of losing opportunities here. Opportunities of any kind. They're tired of restriction, most of all, because they've been dealing with someone who has been doing nothing but restricting them for a long time and then lying about it, being very deceptive about it. Yeah, and then they refuse to apologize, or they apologize all the time, and the behavior remains unchanged, and it's a lot of bullshit. So we got Scorpio and Libra here, and Pisces and Sagittarius. Yeah, and it's all over money and stability and the loss of it. And the masculine energy is given up on the karmic feminine. And the karmic feminine's just going to keep trying to return here with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And this is also saying that they're refusing their spiritual transformation. They're refusing to grow up. They're refusing to mature. But there is no more toxic attachment. The conflict is over. Past, present, or future in the timing, though. And it's taken time. It's taken patience to create these boundaries with this karmic. Yeah, because this karmic was definitely playing on the divine masculine's emotions, using children as a weapon against them. You're fucking up because you're leaving these kids behind, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually the karmic who's going the wrong way. They're just projecting their own bullshit. They're the ones that are making all the bad choices. They're the ones that are emotionally immature and emotionally manipulative, and they're the ones that are using the children as weapons. They're the nasty ones. They're the ones that apologize all the time with unchanged behavior, or they refuse to apologize. They keep fucking up. But truthfully, the masculine has not been happy within this home and family situation here. They've just been pretending. Three of Cups in the reverse. It's a third party situation. They're tired of being. They're tired of being put in the third party. They're tired of having to deal with that, and they're tired of pretending that everything is good and awesome at home, and they're tired of missing an opportunity with someone that they're really attracted to, that's someone that they're really in love with. And they're saying so, creating their boundaries, speaking their truth, and leaving with the Six of Swords to the King of Swords. And King of Cups to the Empress. Yep. Tired of missing an opportunity because they're attracted to somebody and they're in love with somebody. That Queen of Wands is an Empress. Their divine counterpart. And they're speaking their truth and they're getting the hell on. because really they've just been really lonely and very unhappy in a home and family situation and very discontent, keeping themselves stuck there, resisting learning the spiritual lesson of leaving behind what no longer serves them. They don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, it's like, there's just a lot of passion, a lot of love, and a lot of attraction here. It's just Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Chariot, and yeah, it's here, it's coming, whatever, but, you know, there's a lot of unconditional love. This is a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of adventure, a lot of happiness. And this is reciprocal. This is victorious. This is successful. This is what will move forward and stand the test of time. But the Divine Masculine had to stop ignoring it first. Because they were realizing that they're just keeping themselves unhappy and in poverty where they were. Because if they aren't happy, then they're poor. What's it worth if you're not happy, right? Right. So, what are the final messages for Pisces and their cross watchers? Please and thank you. Final messages for Pisces. Yeah, I was. Complete death of the old situation. It's over. It's over. 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 It means you, and the key word is obscurity. I mean, this is an old, dead, corrupt, karmic marriage that is obscure. It's outdated. It's no longer useful. It no longer has value or worth. It's deteriorating. I was is linked to the yew tree, which in the Germanic world is associated with death. It's the end. The card depicts a skeleton tormenting a man who is tied to a pole. However, the man appears to be quite strong and perhaps will be able to free himself. This card speaks to us of inner strength and the efforts we must undertake to achieve radical and painful changes, as well as defend ourselves against attacks. The card also speaks of our dark side. All of us have one, and recognizing it is an important step in getting to the root of ourselves. Let's think about our ability to defend ourselves from the attacks of others. How much do we know ourselves and our self-destructive tendencies? Well, I think that the emperors, you know, those that are coming into their emperor energy, they're seeing exactly what their self-destructive tendencies are, and they're overcoming them. And the karmic energies, they really have a lot to learn about what their own self-destructive tendencies are, because I'm sure there's a bunch of them, and I'm sure that they know of some, but they don't know all of them. I was makes us strong, courageous, introspective, and helps us examine and overcome our deepest fears. So it sounds like that's what these masculines are doing, overcoming their fears, gaining the courage to free themselves and to completely end these loveless, situational marriages that have been keeping them stuck in obligation. But it's all about perspective. You're not really stuck if you truly don't want to be stuck, like, you're not stuck. Like, you don't have to accept someone else's shitty behavior. If they want to stay stuck, let them stay stuck. It doesn't have anything to do with you, or it shouldn't. And you shouldn't be stunting your own anything. Hold yourself back for someone else who ain't even trying to do anything good for themselves or healthy or anything positive for themselves. You don't owe them anything. If you're in the masculine energy, you don't owe that motherfucker nothing. But they're going to try to guilt trip you into believing that you owe them everything. Well, no. Sorry, doesn't work that way. Justice will prevail. Everything will be balanced out the way that it's supposed to be balanced out. And the karmic can't do or say shit about it. They're either being left behind or they're being thrown out. Simple as that. It'll be different for everyone's specific situations, but whatever the case is, they're being kicked to the curb. No matter how it's happening, it's just done. So that's what I have for y'all for the beginning of this month. I'll have more messages for y'all at the end of the month. I'd like to thank y'all for supporting my work and my channel and all the ways that y'all do. I appreciate y'all very much. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your month, or at least see a higher perspective of it. And I'll talk to y'all soon.